Hi guys, I'm back, and like I said in the last vlog, this video is going to be a little bit different, a bit of a life update, story time, whatever you want to call it. But basically, I am really sorry first of all that there was no main channel review that went out on Thursday, and there was also no vlog. Like, this video is only just going out today, which is Sunday. But basically, a week ago, like literally this time last week, I ended up in hospital, didn't come out till Wednesday, and then Thursday was forced over to Jersey by my friends because they turned around and said to me that with this whole update, like life updates, you'll find out, me stressing at home on my own would only make me worse and potentially put me back in hospital. So basically, life update. This house I consider my true childhood home. Like, okay, I've lived here apparently since I was 14, but I've lived here on and off before that. So this is the house that I've known my entire life. And basically, over the next few months, we're going to be selling this place to buy a new house, bungalow. Yeah, new bungalow, fingers crossed. Otherwise we have to deal with apartments, and I don't want to be dealing with that, but we won't go there. So yeah, a new bungalow for Gran and I to finally get our dream come true of being able to live together again. Finally! Because 4 years living apart has been far too long. However, I've basically, this has been something I've been planning the last couple of years, looking into how viable it would be, etc, etc. And now we've finally got a social worker who's understands what we want to do and is happy to support us in doing this and everything. So yeah, I've been house hunting and everything else, and I'm going to actually do a vlog video like this on that whole section of trying to house hunt with a disability, you know, if you've got a wheelchair user in your family, etc, etc, because it is the most difficult thing you will ever do in your life if you ever have to do it. Because it's one thing to house hunt normally, but when you're house hunting and thinking, oh my god, right, this is going to need adapting, or this needs changing, that needs changing, it all soon becomes an absolute living hell. Now, having said that, my dream property is currently on the market, and this week we're taking Gran to go and view it. So I've already seen it once. We're taking Gran to go and see it this week, and if she likes it, we're then going to look at putting offers in, getting this place on the market. The absolute dream, bearing in mind we're near the end of July, scary. The absolute dream is going to be in the new place with Gran by Christmas, because last Christmas was the first Christmas we spent apart, and I was like, I never ever want to do that again. And the biggest problem we have is obviously I don't get my driving licence back until next year at the earliest. So I essentially am like, right, okay, what are we going to do, etc, etc. Obviously, if the crash hadn't happened, the really annoying thing about this is that we probably would have been further into our house move than what we now are. Because we actually got the all clear for it. Well, pretty much the all clear for it in December, literally November, December time last year. It was a couple of weeks before the crash that we got the all clear. And if Gran wanted to do it, and Gran basically started to understand that coming home meant selling the house to buy somewhere more suitable for me and her, because when everything first kicked off with my spine and Gran having her stroke, because they literally did happen practically at the same time. Yeah, when all that kicked off, we did look into what's called a Disabled Facilities Grant. I think that's what it's called. It's DFG for short. And basically they turned around and said to us when they did the survey and everything, they were like, look, we can't adapt this out to one wheelchair user, let alone two, especially when we've got completely different needs. And I was like, I was absolutely heartbroken at that, because that was basically what meant that alongside, because of how bad Gran was at the time, meant that she had to go into the nursing home. And when you get phone calls at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning from the person who is literally like your mum, saying they want to come home, this, that and the other, it's heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking, and I cannot put into words how many tears I've cried, this, that and the other, because I've been so upset and I felt like a failed gran because I wasn't able to keep her at home. So the fact that this is all happening is just absolutely amazing. Like, it's stressful, don't get me wrong. I probably haven't felt so stressed in my life. And we're not even 10% of the way through all of this yet. Like, we've literally just found somewhere that's potentially suitable for us as long as Gran likes it. And about to get the house valued, etc, etc. Like, we know the rough valuation of the house, but get it properly done, ready for like market and everything. So basically that's all going ahead. And then because of that, my whole main channel content is having to change, and my vlog content is probably going to change a bit as well. So on the vlog, I am going to do a couple of things about moving on here, like, because we are downsizing as well. So it's not just moving, we're actually downsizing. We're going from a 3-bedroom to a 2-bedroom property. And also things about sort of like moving with a disability, trying to find a house or apartment or whatever that's suitable when you have a disability. Because I'm telling you now, it's stressful enough house moving and house hunting. It's even more stressful when you're a wheelchair user. Like, you realise just how many places are completely unsuitable, and I will go into that on a separate video. The main channel, I am going to try and do, literally, I'm going to, apart from the fact that Thursday's hiccup, because of where I was in hospital, I wasn't able to do video editing because I was so ill. The main channel will be having weekly reviews starting again from Thursday. They're not all going to be in chronological order. Whilst the house move is going on, I'm also restricting my trips to 1 or 2 a month. And some of those trips have been planned for months and are time critical for getting reviews out. So the other reviews that aren't time critical will be fitted in and around those. And then once the house move is done, the one trip that has been in the planning for about a year, and I honest to God cannot wait to share this one with you. And oh my God, it's going to be amazing. Absolutely brilliant. There's going to be like 4 different review posts just from this one trip. But it's going to be really, really exciting. It's, all I'm going to say is it's going to be something to do with my favourite airline. And it's going to be a review of a very new product they have, as well as a not so new product they have. And then a head-to-head of them. Because potentially said airline, and I'm sure everyone's going to be able to guess who I'm talking about, but potentially said airline has outdone their own first class with their new business class product. So yes, I'm talking about British Airways and the new Club Suite. I cannot wait to review it. I would have been doing the review in September. However, house move comes first, life priorities come first, and whilst that's my work and everything, right now I need to be in easy reach of Gran, and I need to be here sorting this all out, because if I want the Christmas dream to happen, then that has to be my priority, which is why the main videos the main videos and reviews and blog are going to be going how they are. Also, I've got to be so careful at the moment. I mean, I've learned the hard way about pushing myself too much, because this time a week ago, I was in hospital having loads of tests done. I basically got a massive brick-like headache, and in fact, I wouldn't even say it's like a brick. It literally felt like someone threw a bulldozer at my head. I couldn't deal with light. I couldn't deal with noise. I started getting rashes on my arms, and then all hell broke loose. Got myself to out of hours, and out of hours took one look at me and were just like, "You're going into A&E." And I was like, right, okay. And I'm just thinking, it's probably because when I was younger, I used to get quite bad migraines, never as bad as this. But I'm, naively thinking, okay, it's probably just a migraine or something. Bearing in mind that I'm already on antibiotics fighting an infection as well. And normally with antibiotics, I go down and then I bounce up about 48 to 72 hours after taking them. And I'd been on these for like 4 days and I was just continually getting worse. And I could have never expected to have been in hospital until Wednesday from Sunday because of what had actually happened. Leave! Which basically is that all my information came up, everything else came up. I was fighting infection after infection. Luckily enough, Tuesday evening to early hours of Wednesday, they managed to finally do a lumbar puncture. And thank God that came back how it did after the ones that they did Monday. Thank God the one late Tuesday into Wednesday came back. Bearing in mind that by this point, because they decided to put me under anaesthesia, because the ones on Monday, because of how my spine is, they couldn't actually get the placement correct. So they had to put me under anaesthesia for Tuesday, Wednesday's one. And thank God that came back how it did, because it meant I got to go home. And I'm still recovering from that now, to be fair. But it meant I got to go home with a load of information. And yeah, then my friends decided on the Thursday they were going to get me to go out to Jersey for the day, because they knew that me, with Dad being out during the day and Mum not really wanting to stay over, they knew that if I was at home on my own, it just wouldn't have been a good idea. So Wednesday night, me and one of my friends were in a hotel at Gatwick. Thursday, I went to Jersey. Came back on my friend's flight Thursday night. So I've got friends who live on Jersey, so they had to, because they're based out of Jersey, so they had to go back for work. So I met them, met them up and everything else, and then met up with them, and then my friend who I stayed with in Gatwick, Kazekri, basically, I've lost track now, yeah, so they basically, I was on their flight back from Jersey on the Thursday night, and to be fair, that was probably, just to be able to, chill and be in the sun for a bit and not have to worry and basically be weighted on hand and foot with a dream. It was especially from the previous 72 hours where I'd been really I'd got really ill, got a little bit stronger, hadn't really perked up that much. But yeah, please say all that is going on the up, but definitely a wake up call of don't push myself too hard, which is why obviously all the life priorities of putting the house move first are happening, and work, just doing the reviews as sort of once a week, but the reviews I've got backed up, putting them out alongside the time critical ones, and then postponing trips until after the house move. But I promise with that big trip that is going to involve Club Suite, I promise it will be worth the wait. I'm not joking. It's a game changer. When I say it's a game changer, I mean it's a game changer. It's an actual game changer. But yes, as I say, moving updates will be on the vlog. Feel free to subscribe to the main channel as well as this channel, so that you get the travel reviews as well, because there's going to be a lot of hotel reviews going up on there. I've also got a couple of first class train reviews going up over the next month or two as well. And I'm still doing the Caledonian trip. Even though it was meant to be this coming week, it's being moved. But that will be coming out at some point. When I get it done, you'll know about it, because the review will literally be up within a week of having done the trip, and also there'll be a lot of stuff on Instagram over it. But yeah, until then, see you all later.